Hey guys, welcome back. So I have got my June Boxycharm by Ipsy to show you today. So this was sent to me by Ipsy as PR, so thank you so much Ipsy for sending this my way. So what I like to do in these videos is I go ahead and open up the boxes, try out the goodies inside, so I can kind of share some first impressions and mini reviews with you guys. So that's what we're gonna do. So I have got a fun video to show you. Here's a little peek at what it looks like. Yeah, if you're new here, my name is Leslie. Welcome. I love to do unboxings, favorites, reviews, new at the drugstore, empties, just a lot of fun stuff here on my channel. So if you're new, I would love it if you hit that subscribe button and stuck around for a while. I'd love to have you here on my channel. So yeah, we're chatting about June Boxycharm by Ipsy, so let's get to it. Okay, so first thing, I technically tried in that I sprayed it into the lid, but I didn't actually put it on me because I'm just really picky about scents and, you know, like perfumes and things. So this is the Maison Louise Marie No. 4 Bois de Balicourt Eau de Parfum. And this is a 10 milliliter. So this is what it looks like. I do like these kind of like smaller size spray perfumes. Yeah. I wonder if I would like this on someone else, but there's no way I would like this on myself all day. It's kind of too peppery and spicy. So I looked it up and it says top note of sandalwood and cedarwood, mid note of vetiver, nutmeg, and cinnamon. I like those, like especially cinnamon. And then base note, amberwood. Usually I like amber and usually I like cinnamon. But the sandalwood, cedarwood, it's very kind of like spicy, earthy. That's like the main way that I would describe it. Maybe a little bit clean, but mostly that kind of spicy. It smells peppery to me. So I'm just very picky about scents. So yeah, I mean, I kind of tried it in that I sprayed it in the lid, but it's not my favorite thing. I like more, is the word gourmand, like more vanilla, cupcake, dessert kind of scents, or fruity, sometimes floral, but I'm picky about floral, but spicy and kind of musky, those are usually like never my thing. Okay, this is the next thing I got in here. I did try this today. This is the Huda Beauty Easy Blur Primer, silicone-free smoothing primer. Anything it says about it? Lightweight, soft, focused effect. And yeah, so I tried this today and I put it kind of right in here, here, and here, kind of where I have more kind of pores and I like to like smooth out that area, more kind of texture, like I have texture on this cheek. This seems nice. I'm not like a big consistent primer wearer. I don't use them consistently. But this one does seem like a nice one. Like it's kind of a gel sort of a formula to it. It doesn't feel like sticky, heavy, weird texture kind of situation. It's very smooth. It feels nice on the skin. Like even as I'm rubbing this into my hand, it's making my skin feel hydrated and smooth. Like I don't know how else to describe it. And my hand was very dry and it looks nice and prepped. So I do think it works. I just don't consistently use primers, but I think if you do and you like smoothing primers, this seems like a good one. And especially like, I don't know, you know, primers in the warmer weather months, probably not a bad idea to use that consistently. So I probably should use primers more consistently. Okay, next up I got a palette. This is really fun. This is from Formula Z, and this is the Pretty Magic Shadow Palette. So this is what the box looks like, and this is what the palette itself looks like. I have this on my eyes right now. This is beautiful. Let's look at some swatches along the way. So let me show it to you first. So there's a nice collection of mattes and kind of metallic-y, shimmery shades. And I like that there's a lot of neutrals in here, but then you have like a couple fun colors, and it's just a good like collection of options in this palette is kind of how I would describe it. Like that you could do an all matte look, or you can do, you know, some with metallics. You can do very neutral soft, or you can get more kind of intense. Oh, I don't feel like these are swatching as well as they performed on my eyes and when I first swatched them. Of course, I'm putting them over that primer too, but you would think that that would help. Like this one, so pretty. I have this one on my lid. let me get the rest of the swatches done for you. I'll show you a little preview. That one. So beautiful. How would I describe this formula? It is that kind of like silky sort of formula that needs to be built up a little bit. Well, I say that, but I didn't really have to do that on the eyes. So swatches don't always tell the full story, for sure. And I think this is one of those situations because I'm having to build up the swatches on some of them. Like that one I didn't have to build up like at all. But on my eyes, I didn't experience that at all. Like I loved the performance on the eyes. The mattes were very, very blendable and buildable. No blending problems whatsoever. Not like powdery and going everywhere. I mean, I did get a little bit kind of here as I was doing my outer corner and as I used one of them as a liner. But overall, I mean, I think it's a great formula. So here are the swatches there, really pretty. I would describe it though as that kind of silkier sort of formula, but that still does have pigmentation, especially on the eyes. But in a swatch, I guess you have to build them up a little bit. So there they are. Oh my goodness. That one I absolutely love. So what do I have on my eyes? Let me finish showing you the swatches. What do I have on my eyes? I did this one as my brow bone highlight, this one in my crease, this one in my outer corner, just a little bit of that. This one on my lid, kind of lightly applied, and then I added just a little bit more on this part of my lid, just for a little added pop of metallic sheen. And then I put this over my pencil liner, just to kind of smudge it a little bit. Worked great that way. So this one and this one, I had a little bit of that, you know, kind of down here on my face that I had to wipe up, but it was very minimal. I mean, as far as like fallout or anything goes, very minimal. I will say when I looked this up, it's pricey. Let me see. It is where's the price? $42 palette. Quality of the shadows and how they performed, I think they're very nice quality. It's more this packaging that kind of surprises me. Like this packaging does not seem like a $42 palette packaging to me. But I would rather have a better formula and not as fancy packaging than fancy packaging and not a good formula, if that makes sense. But that's just a little note, is that the packaging is definitely not fancy packaging. But I like the formula of the shadows inside, for sure. Okay, next up I got a lip oil. This is from Glow Girl Cosmetics, and this is in the shade Literally. Have this on my lips right now with just a tiny bit of liner around the outsides of my lips just for shape. But the color on the inside of my lips is this. And anything it says about it? Let's see. It says the most epic hot pink lip oil on the planet, literally. Hydrate your lips with this rose hip infused cooling, yes, vegan lip oil. The full-size applicator allows for a soft, pouty finish with an added plumping effect that leaves your lips extra smooth and wrinkle-free. Wear alone or with your favorite lip pencil for the ultimate sleek finish. So here's what it looks like. So you can kind of like see through a little bit, which is fun. This is nice. Definitely has a cooling effect for sure. I can feel the cooling on my lips. This is what the applicator looks like. So kind of a larger, puffier doe foot applicator. So that's what that looks like. Let me find a place to swatch it. Let's swatch it on the side of my hand. It's overall just kind of mostly glossy and clear, but it has a little bit of like a peachy, neutral kind of a tone to it. But I think it looks beautiful. Like it really catches the light very well. I do feel the cooling effect on my lips. Not really tacky. I mean, maybe the slightest bit, but not that tacky. And definitely not that oily lip oil feel. It feels more like just a good, comfortable gloss feeling on the lips. So I really like the formula of this. Feels nice and hydrating. I really like the look on the lips. It's good. So that's definitely a win. I like that a lot. Okay, then last up I got this. Oh my goodness, I love this. This is the Tarte Lights Camera Lashes Platinum Mascara. This is what the box looks like. This is beautiful. Have this on my lashes right now. This is really, really good. It says, where does it say? Okay, clinically proven volume, length, and curl for an instant eye lift effect. 24-hour smudge-proof and flake-free ultra black pigment for darker, more defined lashes. Jojoba and avocado oils nourish and protect. Vitamins B, 5 and E condition. So this is what it looks like. It looks like the regular Lights Camera Lashes packaging, except it is silver and metallic, like reflective looking. This is what the applicator looks like. It's been a while since I've seen the other one, but I feel like this is slightly larger than that one. Not by much, but just a little bit larger. I love this. I really love this. Like, it took very little. I still used about 3 coats because I always do that with mascara, but great length. Definitely great length, good separation, but then that kind of fluttery, fluffy lash volume that I love. So it's really just kind of that wonderful combo of the length, the volume, the separation, where it just gives that, I love a fluttery, long, volumized lash look, and that is what this gives. Nice and rich and black. And even when I first opened the tube, you know, usually like the first time you open it and start to use it, you don't get a lot of product, and it kind of like takes a while to get product on your lashes. It seems like a little bit goes a long way with this. Not in a bad way, but just like that it just does a great job even on that initial coat, first time using the mascara tube. I'm very impressed with this. I love it so much. Just, yeah, such a beautiful mascara. Okay, so that's everything that I got in my box. Very, very fun. So I would say standout favorites, obviously the mascara. Love this so much. It is amazing. I have swatches everywhere, all over me. I really do like the palette a lot. It's really nice quality, so I would say that's a definite standout favorite. And I really like the lip oil. So these are my favorite things, but super favorite is this right here. So, hope that you guys really enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful for you. Please hit a thumbs up if it was. Let me know down below what you were excited to get or what you did get in your box. Ask me any questions that you have. I'm happy to answer those. Please subscribe to my channel if you're not already, and I'll see you in the next video.